All right, welcome back into another episode of Indiebnb. Today we are joined by DC-based Eyefish Ink. We have Simon, Ross, Rainer, and Hennesis. How are we doing today?
Hello.
Oh, sweating as well.
Yeah, doing really
Awesome.
good.
Awesome. Well, glad to get in here and very, very interested to learn about y'all's process and, understand the band a little bit better. Want to start first with, Eyefish Ink. I mean, are we talking, octopi? Are we big ocean fans, or what's going on here?
Yeah.
Where'd it come from?
Well, it started off, as the core concept because we have a very particular set of birthdays: March 5th, March 6th, and March 7th.
Pisces.
Yeah, so we're all Pisces. So we was like, okay, well, we got to make some sort of theme based off of that. And then Miles joined in as well, and he's also Pisces. So it just spawned from that.
Yeah, we wanted something fishy. Cooking.
Yeah,
I love it.
We wanted something related to fish, and there was also some inspiration on obviously the psychedelic movement and the idea of a big eye, and we figure why not invent a fish? So we are whatever that fish leaves in his ink, I guess.
Yeah.
A little lore
going
on. So our drummer Miles is also a Pisces, so then we brought Miles on, and the four of us are Pisces. And then Rainer joined, and he is the breaker of that chain because he's a Leo, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
I do have two other Pisces friends.
So we have four Pisces members and basically water signs and one fire sign. So together we make some steam going.
I love it. We got some steam going here. Well, y'all got a lot of steam, on the, with the tunes. I mean, like, it seems like I listened to, Time Dilation today, and like, it seemed like just a soundscape, right? And then, the part that kind of broke out to me at the end was at the very end. Like, it feels like the song's kind of dwindling off, and then we rip right back into just, something completely different. So, I guess take me through for you guys as a 5-piece, like, is everyone writing their own parts? Are we coming in, what does the creative for you guys look like, in general?
Well, Simon and I, we started writing a few songs during COVID while we were sick. One of those songs was the riff for Time Dilation, and then he was like, I'm not sure if I can find the right words to feel like for this like sound. And I just jumped in, and I think we ended up feeling very comfortable being open with each other, and it ended up being like a great collaboration where we were sharing these same feelings about feeling like an imposter, or and also the need of connection with people and not wanting to stop growing up. Sorry about that.
All good.
So yeah, like Time Dilation was definitely a collaborative project, and it was funny because I had the idea of the music like around 5 years ago, and then it evolved into something else, and that's kind of what has happened with a lot of our songs. And yeah, Time Dilation is a particularly special song for me. We talk about imposter syndrome and having the world be open to you, and having the opportunity, especially because me and Henne are immigrants. We are both from Venezuela. We both arrived to the country between 8 and 10 years ago. And we decided, we were going to do something special with our lives after leaving Venezuela, a terrible situation. And now we're here, and we're like, okay, now we have this whole pressure on our shoulders to do it. So this song is about growing up and having to deal with, the adulthood and facing yourself,
It was also like very symbolic that at that time when we were writing this, Ross became a very close friend, and he would just like jam with us, and it just felt like a good fit. And we had like the key members there, but we were missing some parts, so we started like looking for a drummer, looking for a second guitar, or even like a synth player, and that's where the magic happened, and finally the song got completed.
Love it. We're joined by Miles as well. He pops in, coming in from his gaming setup. It looks like we love that.
Yes.
the story happened. We came together, we knew Rainer, and then Miles just popped in.
I love it.
And Ross and I, we've known each other since 2018. We met Veterans Day at Guitar Center. I had the intention of making a friend that day at Guitar Center, and I made this guy. Had a band before with his best friend Eddie called Chainsaw Choir Boys for a little while, but we never released anything.
Yeah,
Those are mostly jam sessions.
Yeah, it's figuring out and learning how to be a band, because that's a skill set among everything else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
The pre-band band.
yeah.
And Rainer and I played together at Rex PAX. I'm no longer a member. I recently left it because I just have too much stuff in my plate. Rex PAX. Shout out Rex PAX. Amazing band, has opened the door to so many people.
A big part of why we even know the majority of the people, really, like it all started with he was the first band that I knew was like, oh, someone's actually doing something like in the local scene. That's cool. And then through there, I got to experience local venues, other local artists and things.
That's actually how we met Roba from Bera.
Shout out Bera.
Yeah. Shout out Bera for putting us in touch. They got us together. So, and their episode was the one that they saw, and they were coming to the Indiebnb. So shout out Bera. Well, you mentioned you mentioned a little bit about the DC scene there. I mean, it seems like you guys have playing multiple different projects, different things. Is there like a bar or like a specific venue or a couple of venues that you guys kind of like can think about and that jut out to you guys as ones that are kind of stalwarts in y'all's area?
Have you heard of the Pocket?
I have not heard of the Pocket. No.
We have played there like 4 or 5 times at this point, right?
Yeah.
Where that's the place where it all started. Our first show was there, and it was funny because we got in contact with Pinky Lemon thanks to Rex PAX, and they said yes to us without even knowing how we sounded like. And we just were very grateful for that opportunity.
Oh my God. And that day was crazy. Miles made a major sacrifice. If it weren't for Miles, I don't think we would be here right now, because that show boosted us from the get-go. We ended up closing that night.
He had 2 gigs that night.
He also plays in Professor Goldstein and the Adjuncts.
Adjuncts, yeah.
He had a show at Black Cat that night, and he made both shows. I don't know. You want to talk about that?
Well, no, it was at Songbird. Okay.
Songbird.
So I played the show at Songbird, and luckily, I think Professor Goldstein was opening or something. So I play this show, and then I rush over to the Pocket, which is like a 20-minute walk away. And then, then I'm there. I think I couldn't sound check though, right? Like, I think that,
Yeah.
First night, no sound
check. So you just go in blind, first night playing straight up, just I mean, I'm assuming y'all have jammed and practiced at this point, but like live audience, you're coming off, you're tired probably. You probably had like 6 beers at the first gig, and you come over to the other gig and you're like, okay, let's just rip it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And actually, Rainer was there. Rainer, do you remember anything from that night? Like, we had a good time. This was a fun time.
I vaguely remember. I wasn't playing with you guys, right? I was just in
the
crowd.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I was there. It was really good. I remember you guys sounding awesome.
We play with Spring Silver, Pinky Lemon, and
Nadia.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Amazing set. Yeah, amazing people from this scene.
Yeah, it immediately is like already names that I had known, shows that I had seen, and was immediately impressed by. Even like pre-pandemic, like right when I was getting into it, like 2019, and so to see them survive, and then also it's like, oh wow, my first gig, I'm playing with these same people who are some local legends for us.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time, and we were there just grateful.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, kind of getting back to the set list and different things you guys play. So when you guys play Time Dilation, when you play I'm trying to remember there's another one on the album that there was like 9 minutes long, but like these longer songs, right?
Spaced out, yeah.
whenever we do the set inside, like, you know, in a live, you know, setting, like, how much different is it when you do it live versus what you guys do, you know, in studio? Where do we see a little bit of improv and different things come in? Like, is that something that happens?
A little bit.
A little bit, but what you see here on the record is what you get live. You know, there's some extra synth layering that we would need probably a good 3 or 4 more members of the band to make happen live.
That's the bane of my existence.
Yeah, but for the, you know, we never cut them short. We never like have a different version. It's just like, you know, that's just what we do.
Yeah, we've experimented some stuff. Like we recently tried this for the first time, where there's a break in the guitar and the instrumental section at the end of Spaced Out that ends on an F note, and we decided, what if we break that song there at the minute 7 and start another song, which is Anxiety, which is our first single. So we start right on that chord, which is the same chord, even though it's a key change. So it's a cool little twist. And then at the end of Anxiety, we bring back the outro of Spaced Out, which is when
it's like a sandwich of a song.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
Song sandwich. All right.
We jam and we like to make stuff every time we're practicing. Sometimes it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we get excited in there.
But also, that's the greatest thing is that over the past handful of months, we've got a bunch of new songs that we've all created.
Yeah. We're definitely overthinkers here. I'm perfectionist, but at the end of the day, we just wanted to sound like the live experience. I think that was our main concern, because we did this a little bit backward, like we played live a lot of times before we even released the song. So when we were like going on the studio and having everything stripped down, it was like, oh, this doesn't feel as full as when we are on stage. And we just kept adding and experimenting with guitars and like synths. Very trippy, very fun.
Yeah. Basically, we're very mentally ill.
True. Eyefish Ink, get ready for some mentally ill rock. There's nothing like it. For you guys, so it sounds like you guys had, like, you know, pretty established live set, but then you go into the studio and just start kind of getting into that, you know, realm. Like, were there things that you guys had to cut? And like, you know, do we have like a ton of unreleased songs that are kind of recorded in voice notes here and there and everywhere? Or like,
yes.
You know, what is the, you know, and are y'all planning on putting any of that out, or what's kind of the vibe there?
Yeah. Well, just to give a little bit of context, Hannah and I have been writing music together for about 5 years. Ross and I wrote music together since like 7 years ago. And I had been writing songs on my own. And in the pandemic, I was like, okay, I need to release my own music. And Hannah was like, I want to release my own music. And Ross and I were like, we need to release our own music. And just like, I think what made Eyefish Ink really like a special project is that it was like an amalgamation of
a lot of projects,
of everything.
Yeah.
So like it really was like the spear point was when I had like say like 5 songs that were, you know, solid, and Hannah had a set of songs that were solid, and we're like, let's just bring that together, mix in, like I'll add some backing vocals here, you take the lead vocal on this song that I'm doing. Like we're basically like marrying the projects, and then, you know, taking inspiration from older techniques like that Ross and I had been, you know, working like instrumentally wise. So like we brought a lot of that together, and right now we're working on a studio album that's going to be about 10 songs long, and happy to send you the deets on Friday.
Self-produced, like
for sure.
We're very DIY, and that's why we're taking our time.
Our first single, Anxiety, which was written by Hennessy's, we worked with Eric Grimm from Cal Rifkin to produce it at Ivacota Studios.
I think we were scared of doing it also. It's our first time.
Exactly. Exactly. We were quite intimidated by the whole industry. So we were like, okay, if we wanna be faithful to what we want to sound like. And after that situation, and we did it, after going through the whole process, we're like, you know what? We can do this. So the EP we released here,
it definitely sounds more garage.
Yeah, the EP we made here at home, all 5 of us, like we all put a little bit of love into that, and
playing real instruments in our basement. Together.
Rainer mastered the tracks.
Yeah, he also recorded the drums.
Miles recorded all the drums on the track.
Like basement is like Eyefish Ink house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The three of us live here, and one of the big reasons we even chose this house specifically is because giant basement is brick down there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear a car, loud car or siren go by every here and there. We're on a very busy road. It's very loud. Go down to the basement.
It's a bunker.
Nothing. Yeah.
Silence.
Bunker.
We're lucky and blessed that our basement is essentially a
Very
bunker.
blessed.
Yeah.
I don't know how nuclear proof it is,
Start sucking up.
but we might find out. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, what?
Oh man. So we've got into the DC scene a little bit, but want to get into a little bit more about you guys and your influences to kind of create what you guys create. You guys kind of describe yourselves as shoegaze in a few different ways. So like that's a pretty broad term. So like what are some of the bands that you guys all listen to that kind of bleed into the Eyefish Ink project a little bit?
Miles Raynor, do you all want to start?
Yeah, I think we could all go one by one.
Yeah.
I think Raynor should go first.
I should go first. I don't know.
Leo, lead the pack.
Well, I love shoegaze music, and I love My Bloody Valentine, and I think that influences my guitar playing specifically. I use a lot of effects pedals to make my guitar sound like,
Love
that's definitely an influence, at least for me. And also, I would say with the production I did do some recording and the mastering and stuff like that, and I like to, try and make the recording sound like that wall of sound. I feel like that's kind of the ideal way to get sort of a psychedelic, shoegazy, just really pleasing mix is when you get that, just like when it fills the speakers in just the right way. So I'd say that also influences the sound a lot. But also, I listen to a lot of other shoegaze bands and just dream pop, indie rock music in general. That's like my main stuff, and I think that's the case for at least Simone Hennessy's, Ross as well. Miles, I know, listens to Sonic Beats.
I knew you were going to go there. I knew you were okay. Let me speak for myself here. This funny term, Sonic Beats, is how I got into the band. Somebody that I know, Ananth Botany, he records a lot of music.
Yeah.
And, Simone reached out to him and was like, any drummers or something? And he's like, well, I know this guy, me. So then he shows me his phone and is like, what should I tell him you like? And I'm like, I don't know, like Sonic Beats. Sonic, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog, like the video game character. And like the music is kind of this, I don't know if you ever heard like the Amen Brother, like the break, the yeah. What Sonic Beats means is just break beats. Like I just like break beats. And like
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of basically what it meant. But like it's just yeah, because I play it super fast and all these songs are super chill. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Ananth introduced him as like, oh, well, I know this guy that likes Sonic Beats.
Yeah.
He didn't give context to what Sonic Beat meant. So I was like, is this some kind of obscure music genre?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And turns out...
it is... Yeah.
We're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
No, I got it. I'm thinking about like, Knuckles and Tails and all that stuff. I'm trying to like picture the
music.
I'm trying to think about the music right now.
Yeah, when he runs really fast.
Yeah, he runs really fast. The faster songs, that's where I get that from.
Okay.
And we do have a song that's called Melt that I guess will probably be on the album.
Yeah, that will be on the album.
Where Miles gets to play his Sonic Beats
real
fast.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But then
would be you.
I think besides the nerdy shit, I would say that I think a lot of my drums beats end up being just like jazz. Like, I don't know, like just jazz influences, like just, I don't know. This is really dumb, but like a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago, I did a Smashing Pumpkins cover set. And that drummer, he's like cracked and he like knows how to do like, he can use all four of his limbs in different ways at the same time. I'm not like fully there yet, but like he does this thing where he keeps time. And I just like could not fathom keeping time on the hi-hat while doing everything else. I finally can do that. And I think, decent drummers can all do that. So like, I think I hit decent drummer status.
You're more than decent.
You're more than decent.
Being humble.
No, we literally the first met Miles. He came in like a rehearsal just to vibe check to see like, hey, if is it a good fit. At the end of it, we were like obviously mesmerized, and I go and take Ross and Hannah by the shoulder. It's like, all right, you guys, I think he's in. Yeah.
Definitely in. Well, he was looking at us.
Yeah, he was right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brought my Sonic Beats in here. Gotta go.
See, Sonic Beats sounds like headphones. Like, oh, I love these Sonic Beats I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to me, it sounds like if you're like, it's like almost like Elevator, like the Sirius XM chill. It's like, yeah, like, welcome into the, Sonic Beats hour. Like, we're going to play some more impure at slower paces or something like that. But I love it. Well, what about you guys, Simone, Hennessis, and Ross? Like, influences with it that kind of bleed in your music a little bit.
Well, I'll start real quick. I'm a very, very big admirer of the greats. I definitely will not hide my Beatles' absolute affection and love, especially late Beatles after their dentist gave them acid. Wonderful, wonderful records, like from Revolver to Abbey Road and Let It Be. I think that they all have like these insane capacity to create a story just with the music. So it's like, yeah. That's my number one band of all time. But that's obviously very normie. I'm huge into Tame Impala as well. So that's basically like the Beatles 2.0, but it's all one guy. It's a little different.
It's all one guy.
Yeah. Did you know that it was all one guy?
Wow.
Anyway. So that definitely was like a more recent influence. Lately, I've been listening a lot to this Australian band called Blue Tongues. Really, really cool stuff. They sound like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, which I also love so much. Radiohead for their maximalist style, like definitely studio-wise. For what we try to do in the studio with Miles and Rainer is basically multiply ourselves and have 90 tracks of layering if possible.
A lot of textures.
Yeah, we want to build.
Maybe no one notices.
Yeah.
No, I said soundscapes right when I heard you guys. I mean, it was like I listened to Deftones, and that's like the ultimate kind of like litmus test for me is like a soundscape, right? Like something that's I think able to be built on, and like feels like I'm looking at like an ocean or something. But like that's what I thought,
Ones also, I would say Deftones influence that particular the end part of Time Dilation.
Yeah,
the end part of Time Dilation is that like raw, like metal, heavy drum, like style. I feel like Deftones is huge for me. That's just me. You want to go next?
So I'm all over the board, as everyone always says, but I would say like just to rattle a couple of things off. Big punk head of modern stuff like Jeff Rosenstock and Prince Daddy Hyena and Joyce Manor, of course, as always. But then also stuff over like EDM, some Porter Robinson, best one doing out there right now.
We went to see Porter Robinson at Firefly. It was beautiful.
But as well, like King Cruel, that was a big influence for me. Like, really taught me how to see progressions differently. Like, I started to see, it's not just like you have your thing, you cycle through it. You can have a progression that's like a sentence, and you don't have to be, or even a paragraph, even, just really changing up actually song structure. It's similar with that car seat headrest. That was my initial like, oh my gosh, you can just make ballads out of rock songs in the modern day, and like just always moving. But also I guess I got to put my Metallica on the board as well.
Yeah,
that trash.
Yeah, shout out Metallica. They're really on the come up.
Yeah.
This new band, they're awesome.
Well, also, I also do pull a good amount of folk in there, and we're gonna find some time to put that in there because we are very maximalist right now.
Oh yeah, we definitely have some folk influence too.
Yeah,
we have some songs that actually a lot of our songs currently were originally written just on an acoustic. So,
stripped down for sure.
Yeah.
And I've got some connection there as well. Jean Ritchie, who's known as the godmother of folk, inspired Bob Dylan and others.
That's amazing.
I'm like blood related to her.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Sick.
I'm a very robust, but That's something that I do try to like remind myself of here and there. Just like, as much as I love the loud, I love the chaotic. Also, I love like the simple fundamentals, and it can really just shake you to your core.
Love it.
I wish I could say like a list of cool people right now, but I grew up listening to pop. And I was always drawn into like very, I don't know, sweet female vocals. But that kind of changed when I started getting into Paramore when I was a teenager. Hayley Williams definitely like influenced me a lot. And after that, I got a little bit on Tame Impala. I was actually the one that showed Timon Tame Impala, and he actually got more obsessed than I was. And it just like it like fed our passion for music. And he was like, Tame Impala is basically the Beatles. And I was, what? And then I got into the Beatles because it sounded pretty similar, but also like it was like better. I mean, not better. I don't want to insult anyone, but like,
Careful, not the Beatles.
Yeah, I know, right? I get canceling.
That's the clip right there that I'm gonna clip it. She said they're Tame Impala better than the Beatles.
Don't make screamers are gonna come for you.
So you feel like I definitely vibe with the alternative hard stuff my bandmates love, but also I can like try to like make them a little bit pop side a little bit with some like shoegazy vocals, very soft, very dreamy.
Also, we cover up. No, we are big fans.
So our hobby is making pop songs sound shoegazy or rocky.
So you guys say Kylie Minogue is one of the ones y'all cover?
Yeah, we covered Kylie Minogue for a little while. We stopped because we played it too much.
Yeah, we played it too much.
But Can't Get You Out of My Head was a disco classic of the 2000s.
Yeah, no, it's on my workout playlist. I listen to it every morning.
You could almost say you get it out of your head.
I can. Yeah, you can't. It's tough. Well, good. Well, like I think, it definitely, rings true. Definitely a lot of the things you guys just mentioned, it melts into, the Eyefish Ink project. So I want to get into, our final segment here, Pete Peterson's party pack of questions, which it'll be 20 questions, rapid fire, right in a row. We'll get Simone, Hennessis, Ross. You guys will go first, and then we'll go Miles and Rayner to round it out. So remember that order. I know I just said it very fast, but we'll rip it from there. But we'll get into, Pete Peterson's party pack of questions, 20 questions right in a row.
Okay.
Eyefish Ink. Here we go.
All right.
Cake
ready.
or pie?
Cake or pie? Pie.
Oh, cake.
Pie. Wait, me?
No, wait, what?
Wait, you.
Oh, yeah.
You.
Are we going to do all of us one? Okay.
All y'all are answering. Oh, yeah. All right. That was on me. We'll run it back. All right. Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. 20 questions right in a row. Here we go. Cake or pie?
Pie.
Cake.
Pie.
Pie.
Cake.
All right. Salad or soup?
Soup.
Salad.
Soup.
Salad.
All right. We're pretty even so far. All right. Sunrise or sunset? What are you guys seeing more of these days?
Sunset.
Yeah, sunset.
What if you see neither?
You must be living underground. Oh, man.
Well, I haven't really seen a sunrise or a sunset in years.
Do you live at the North Pole?
We need to take this guy out for golden hour somewhere. That's my only request.
It's the blackout curtains I got back here.
Friday, we're playing a sunset set.
There you go.
At the Temperance Garden.
Yeah, we're dragging him outside.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, make Miles go outside. We'd love that. All right, when you all outside, would you rather hit a home run or score a touchdown?
Home run.
Home run.
Home run just feels so good.
Home run.
Yeah, I'd go home run too.
All right, we're going all baseball. We love that.
Yeah.
All right, night in or night out? What are you guys having more of?
Night out.
Night in.
Night in, that's because everyone keeps showing up to our house.
Night in by a landslide.
Yeah, night in for me too.
All right. When you guys do go out and your jam comes on, like, I don't know, Can't Get You Out of My Head, are you more likely to hit the robot or the worm in the middle of the dance floor?
The worm.
Robot.
Yeah.
The robot. I'm not going to rock in the I'm going robot. I'm going to robot.
Well, depends how deep I am.
Depends how late it is.
Yeah.
It won't catch me doing the worm. I'll be doing the robot.
Yeah, I'd have to go robot as well.
Robotin'. The rhythm section's going bod. Here we go. All right. Guac or queso, your favorite Tex-Mex spot?
Guac.
Guac.
Queso.
Guac.
Guac.
Guacin. All right. Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Waffle. If I'm being real.
Waffle.
Yeah.
He's going waffle. All right.
That's
Coffee
fine.
or tea?
Coffee or tea.
Coffee.
Coffee.
I drink neither.
Coffee for me. A lot of coffee.
I love it. All right. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Dogs.
Yeah, cats.
Cats.
Cats all the way.
Wow. That's a
I'm
subset.
surprised
All right.
Dogs.
Ninja or a pirate? Ninja or a pirate? What do you identify more with?
A what?
Ninja or pirate?
A ninja or a pirate?
Definitely ninja.
Ninja.
Pirate.
I'm one of those.
He's
I would have to
bisexual.
go pirate.
Elton's on Robot Pirate Island with SpongeBob. He's
I'm
loving it.
bisexual.
Classic.
All
All right. Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
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 Gatorade, yeah.
I'm gonna have to give it to Powerade. I drank that when I was a kid.
There we go.
What a way to break the ban.
Yeah.
By the way,
This
Raymond,
hurts.
you're vertical right now. You're like this.
I was trying to fix it, and
Unlock
my
your
phone isn't.
Oh.
I did, and it won't.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Is it okay if I'm just like this?
You're good, dude. Yeah. Toast or bagels?
Oh, toast.
Bagels.
I've been turned on to bagels
Yeah.
more and more lately.
Is the bagel toasted?
Whatever you want.
Toasted bagel.
Toasted bagel. All right.
Yeah, I would go bagel.
All right. Chips or pretzels? This includes soft pretzels. Just want to throw
Pretzels.
that out there.
Chips?
Ooh, with soft pretzels in there, that is tough. I was going to say chips, but soft
Yeah,
pretzels,
that's-
definitely.
Yeah, I've never been a chips guy. Especially the soft pretzels. I'm into the soft pretzels.
Yeah, soft pretzels are great, but I do love chips.
He's chipsing it up. All right. Fries or tots?
What was the first one?
Fries or tough.
Fries or tots?
or tots?
Okay, fries,
Fries.
because they're the OG. But
Yeah,
shout
fries.
out to tots. Every now and again.
Yeah, I'll go fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with tots.
All right. After a long day, are you more likely to rock a TV show or a movie?
Wow. TV show.
TV show.
TV show.
TV show. Short attention span.
Love it. Love it. All right. Are aliens real?
Say that again.
Are aliens real?
I actually made a small documentary about this. I think as far as the evidence goes and what the Pentagon has allowed to reveal, but taking into consideration the testimony that happened in Congress,
Supposed to be rapid fire.
there seems to be indication that there is some sort of thing that we don't know, and the government just refuses to say it and uses it to its disposal for distraction. But for now, based on the evidence, they're not until proven otherwise.
I think it's impossible that we're alone in the universe.
I think so.
I think they're
The
real.
The Fermi
They
paradox.
are real.
Yeah,
The Fermi paradox.
they're most likely real. They're just ain't here, and we're probably never going to see them.
Aliens are real. They found bacteria on Mars, and that counts as aliens because they're alive.
That's true.
Good.
That's true.
I think. I hope.
Also, this is also a study I remember reading when I was in middle school, and I probably made it up. So who knows? They're fucking real. They're real. That counts.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. They're real, but they're probably not, little green men that are abducting people on our planet. That stuff that the government is showing us is actually just their weapons that they've been testing, I'm pretty sure. And also, it's probably like they're higher dimensional beings and stuff that we can't even perceive and we'll never be able to perceive. So, that counts as aliens.
Yeah.
That is the most well thought out. Aliens are not real. Real or not answer.
Technically speaking, aliens are real. I am one. My legal status is.
Oh my god.
Dude, my mom was one.
My legal status is resident alien.
Fair enough.
Permanent
Yeah,
Fair
real
enough. There
alien.
you go.
legal status.
All right. Is Bigfoot real?
No.
No. I'm sorry. I wish.
It would be real funny, but nah.
Oh, I feel like conceptually, I feel like he's real for some people and fake for other people. And I think maybe someone saw a bear that looked like a guy and they were like, that's Bigfoot. Or maybe they saw a dude with a bunch of like hair
Yeah.
People are calling hairy people like werewolves, and I'm like, I thought they were reals. I don't know.
It's
Mm.
real.
That's my answer. I don't know.
You saw Rainer naked once.
I saw a theory that Bigfoot is the biblical Cain forced to wander the earth endlessly after killing his brother Abel.
Oh, that's such a cool theory.
Interesting. All right. Is love at first sight real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's real.
maybe.
I think so.
No, I mean, come on, look at me now.
This is not the
I think
first.
it's rare. But I think it can happen.
Yeah.
Aw.
I don't know. I'm too cynical.
Loki, listen, it Loki is currently happening to me because the girl I met was like, I was
But
like,
that's not first sight.
no,
know?
I saw her and I was like, this is the most beautiful girl in the room. And
Yay.
I'm pretty sure I said I love you to her 2 days after I met her.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm overwhelmed by this. We dated for 3 weeks. She broke up with me. And then we got back together like months later.
Wow.
Success story.
I mean,
Yes,
I mean, like, hey, that's the best one. That's the most successful I've heard. So I love it. I love it. All right. Final question of Pete Peterson's Party Pack questions. Each one of you guys need to give me one band. Can be local to DC, can be not local, that we ought to check out that we might not know. So just one band each. You've mentioned a few already. You can rip those as well.
I love the Blue Tongues. Really good.
Pinky Lemon.
Blue Tongues.
Yeah,
All right.
you know, we're allowed to Pinky Lemon. Also say Dorinda, also another absolutely amazing local artist here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally had 3 come to mind. Can I say all 3?
Sure. Let's go.
A band called Cooney. A lot of people probably know who that is. XK Scenario. They Need More Attention. And what was the third one? Cooney. Oh, Local Orange.
Oh yeah.
I'm in a Discord server with all of those people.
Yeah, I'm in that server too.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget
wait a
Spring
second.
Silver. Spring Silver, that's like my favorite local band.
Yeah.
K's music is so good. I go to like so many of their shows and I'm always singing along because that's one of the local bands where I like listen to their music. It's
I love it. I love it. So we got Blue Tongue. I couldn't hear the first thing. Lemon. Something lemon. Give me that one again.
Pinky Lemon.
Pinky
Pinky
Lemon.
Lemon.
Pinky.
All right. Dorinda. Cooney. X Case Scenario. Local Orange. And Spring Silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Everybody, check them out. You can run that back again. You can run back the answer again. That way you got them all. Guys, last thing that we'll do, and we'll get out of here. If we just want to take one person, who's going to have the weirdest answer to this, and we can have them do it. What was their last search on Spotify, Miles?
Miles.
This is your time to try.
Wait, can I like actually look at it?
Yeah, look at it. Yeah.
Let's see. So I've been on this like Japanese jazz stint. I literally can't even read this. It's from a playlist. Japanese, what is it? Japanese jazz for driving on a warm summer night. I took Japanese in high school, so like I might be able to read it, but not really. I'd be lying to you.
All right. We'll rip it on. We'll end it on Japanese jazz for driving on a warm summer night. This has been an electric warm summer night. Eyefish Ink. Look for their 10 songs coming out later this year. Look for them on tour. They can check them out. Check them out on Instagram. Rainer, Miles, Simone, Ross, Hennessis, thank you so much for stopping by the Indiebnb. We appreciate you guys taking the time.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I'll take
Thank
care.
you so much for having us, Grant. It's a pleasure.
Of course.
Thank you.